Hi, welcome to my web app, which is a permission generating system for a school in Guangzhou. I had an interview with a DP coordinator who asked me to create a software solution for a legacy email and verbal based permission system. The main problem with the legacy system is the lack of systematic data storage and creation and analysis. With this new system, users should easily create and approve permissions that can be collected over time. The user requirement was that the system is capable of attaining accurate permissions from all parties of interest, and summarized information can be delivered to a third party. So,
To meet this requirement, I created multiple user groups: students, teachers, parents, and coordinators, of which coordinators is preset as my client, and the rest can be signed up onto. So to demonstrate the ability for one to sign up, I have created normal, abnormal, and extreme data. Now let's conduct a test.
the student clicks the sign up button, and then they write in their username, their password, a first name they choose, a last name they choose, and then they write in their school email, which each student is given one unique school email with 11 digits, and then they write in a parent's email. It doesn't have to be a school email. Then all they have to do is sign into their email and receive a verification code.
Note that this fulfills the user requirement, limiting access to roles designated to the specific user types, because the introduction of a verification code ensures that students can only log in with an email that they have access to, providing my program with the passport and two-factor authentication protection already present for the school email system.
Then all they have to do is sign into their email and receive a verification code.
Once they type in their verification code, the sign-up info they previously inputted is good to go, and they can log into their accounts.
And then remember, another user requirement was that the system must have 3 language settings: English, Chinese, and Korean, with additional settings available. So I utilized a Google Translate widget that can not only translate to those languages, can translate to Russian, to Inuit, even, of course, a more common Chinese. And then they could just click another button and get rid of all of the translations. So very simple, that feature. But yeah, now let's continue with login and sign up from the end of a parent. So the parent essentially repeats the same process for signing up. One of my user requirements was the product is capable of sending emails for user communication. And we can see this verification system demonstrates how I have utilized SMTP to communicate, SMTP being Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, to communicate between the student and the server. This verification system further keeps information securely in either a school server or monitor third party, which is another user requirement. So this verification system is helpful because students cannot use a false email or a non-school email to sign up, and they cannot impose as a teacher or a coordinator. So let's now create a teacher, and then put in a password, first name, last name, school email, and they do not have to put in their parent or student's active email. Remember, this is not a required field for this user type. This is, of course, just a test demo, and they might need to find it in junk.
Now that the different user types have been clarified, we move on to meet our central specification, which was that each permission can be attained from all parties of interest and then easily delivered to a third party.
Let's just create a permission from scratch now. Demo student, and then they put in the hour, the minutes, the date. They can use a date picker with Python datetime. They can create a short name, a reason, various reasons that can be edited by the coordinator, and as well the email of the teacher. and then we can see the requested permission in pending requests for the student. Then we log into a coordinator account, and then we could see every single request that needs to be granted by the coordinator or by any of the teachers. Let's see, they confirm the time because they all have to make sure that this time works for them. And then they write in a comment, and they confirm by typing their ID.
And this process can be repeated for the teacher and parent. The next specification is that the program can be used in a variety of devices and scenarios. To demonstrate this ability, I have chosen to use the Google Chrome browser function to test use on multiple devices. The final product requirement was that the product is able to generate monthly reports summarizing information to the coordinator. To meet this requirement, I have added a separate section on my email center in combination with the function permissions to conduct standard query requests every month. And here is an example of a report, and then I will follow it by evidence of it being originated from a database by showing you the tables of the database. Thus, I've shown that all specifications have been met through software solutions, and thank you for reviewing my internal investigation.